I got into a conversation the other day about ridiculous time wasters that are not only wasting your time but your money. How many of these things are you doing every day that not only waste your time but waste your money too? Hi everybody, my name is Sara. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't know me, I'm the owner of FrozenPennies.com. I'm a financial coach, and as a family we are debt-free. It's super easy to overlook those small daily habits that we do and think that we're saving money. But we're actually not only wasting time, but we're wasting our money too. Now, many of these things may feel a little bit contradictory, especially if we're frugal people on the inside naturally anyway. But stick with me through these 27 tips and I'll explain to you exactly what I mean about wasting time and wasting money. The truth is that these everyday choices that we make have a much bigger financial impact that we realize, and plugging these leaks could really benefit us in the long run. Scrolling on social media without an intended purpose. This can lead to many hours of wasted time as well as wasting money by being bombarded by those ads to buy things. I know that social media has really nailed it when it comes to the audience that they're leaning these ads toward. A lot of them start with, these great toys that your grandchildren will love. Yeah, that would be me. I have fallen victim to those ads one too many times. It's easy to justify scrolling on social media as a way to relax. However, it often leads to unnecessary spending and wasted time. Impulse shopping through Amazon's Just For You ads. These suggestions can be a sneaky way to drain your wallet because they are created off things that you've already purchased and things that Amazon knows you've already scrolled and maybe like. These tailored recommendations exploit your browsing habits and push products that you might not actually need. While it feels personalized, it's just adding more clutter to your space and depleting your budget. Binge watching TV shows. It may seem like the perfect way to unwind in the evening, but really it's just wasting time. You could be spending your time doing things that will benefit you more down the line. Wouldn't it be better to take that time and work on your own personal growth or a side hustle? Going to the store without a list. Going to the store without a list is one of those major time wasters. If you go to the store and you don't have your list and you get the things that you think that you need and then end up getting home and missing half of the things that you actually need. It's always a good idea, no matter how you want to go about doing it, whether it be a list on your phone, a list on an actual piece of paper, or asking smart devices to add it to your grocery list. An app is a great way to remember all of the things that you need once you get to the store. Endlessly searching for things that are already in your budget. If you find yourself endlessly searching hours and hours for a better deal on something, rather than knowing that it already fits in your budget, that's an incredible time waster, and you could be using that time in a more productive way. It's more efficient to have set price expectations and be content with the price and the product that you choose, especially if they fall into a range. This way, you don't have to worry about things like decision fatigue, which is a real thing. Overcomplicated meal planning. Overcomplicating meal planning can lead to wasted food and a higher grocery budget. Sometimes ambitious plans just lead to us throwing things away that are in the refrigerator. Keeping meal plans simple and making sure that they are things that you like and your family likes will just benefit you more in the long run. Listening to these self-help podcasts and reading the self-help books are a fantastic way to be a lifelong learner and better yourself on a daily basis. However, if you're listening to these and reading these things and not actually implementing the strategies that they suggest, this just leads to wasted time and wasted money. It's easy to get trapped in consumption mode rather than taking small, actionable steps to improve your financial life. Compulsively checking emails. I tend to fall victim to this one. I am constantly checking my email on my phone. Because I run my own small business, I feel it's a necessity to make sure that emails don't get missed. However, the fact of the matter is I'm wasting time doing it. There's absolutely no reason why I have to check my email 3 times an hour. Most of the time, emails can wait until 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. They don't have to be checked after 5 p.m. until the next day. Spending hours researching how to save money. This is interesting. How many of us enjoy YouTube videos like this for the enjoyment and the entertainment factor, but constantly researching spending lots and lots and lots of time on ways to save money may be a waste of time because you're hearing the same things over and over again. Instead, take the skills that you have learned about saving money and actually find ways to implement them into your own life. Procrastinating bill paying. This is huge. This could result in late fees and monthly charges. Instead of spending the time every single month or every single week going online and paying your bills, consider auto pay so you don't have to spend the time doing the job that auto pay can take care of for you without you even thinking about it. Leaving subscription auto renewals unchecked. This is something that I have just recently run into. We have SiriusXM for our van. We like SiriusXM, and they're one of those subscriptions that you can call and get a lower deal on. You can get it for $50 for the entire year if you call them and ask for it. However, when your renewal comes up, if you don't call them before that happens, they will charge you $40 a month. So make sure you stay on top of that and call before it renews rather than getting stuck with that higher fee. Browsing Pinterest. How many of us browse Pinterest and pin all of those great projects and decor tips that we're going to implement someday, yet never do? Instead of spending the time browsing on Pinterest, why not go to Pinterest, find a couple of those projects, and actually start implementing the changes that you want to see made? Trying every single fitness app. There's a lot of us that are looking for that magic bullet to get in shape and maybe lose a little bit of weight. But going through and trying every single fitness app you can find instead of just sticking with one is a time and a money waster. If you were to take that time that you're looking for the next, newest, and greatest fitness app and actually use the fitness app that you currently have, you would be much further along in your wallet and your time and your fitness goals than you are right now. Participating in too many rewards programs. How many of us have at least 3 of those rewards apps on our phones? I know that I have Rakuten, Flip, and Upside on my phone, and I'm sure if I scroll through there, there's going to be a few more as well. Why not stick with just 1 or 2 to find the best rewards instead of wasting your time constantly going through them to find great deals that you can implement? The allure of rewards can blind you into overspending where you don't need to. Chasing small cashback offers. This is similar to the last one. Instead of going from place to place to place looking for the cashback offers, just pick one and stop wasting time trying to save pennies. Holding on to unused memberships. Instead of holding on to memberships like a gym membership, for example, that you will someday hope to get to, it's time to stop thinking about it, let it go, throw it off your shoulder, and cancel the membership. Holding on to it just in case is a waste of money and resources. You can always renew them when you're ready to make the commitment to go back. Constantly redoing your budget. If you're going to redo your budget, make sure that you're making tangible, actionable steps in order to make it better. Just constantly looking at your budget or your bank account online to see what's going on more than once a day is a waste of time. If you're not going to take actionable steps to make your budget better, then stop fretting over it. Over-investing time in minor money-saving tasks. Things like clipping coupons. If this is still a thing, it's a lot of time to spend on minor savings. Consider, instead of buying the national brand mayonnaise, Hellmann's for example, with a coupon, is it more beneficial for you to try the generic or store brand mayonnaise that may be made by the same manufacturer and saving less money without spending the time to clip the coupon? Browsing fashion sites for deals when your closet is already full. Many of us love the idea of new clothes and have this fear of missing out on a really good deal. But if your closet is full of good quality, wonderful clothes that are still stylish, there's no need to browse clothing websites for a good deal on clothes that you just don't need. Just because it's a good deal doesn't mean it's worth it. Consistently buying new productivity tools. Tools like planners, budget planners, stickers, pens, stationery, notebooks, journals, all of those productivity tools that people feel that you need to have in order to make and be productive isn't even needed. A simple 10-cent notebook from the clearance section of Target after the back to school stuff starts will do just fine. If you are looking for a budget planner, this is a free digital downloadable planner that you can get at absolutely no cost. I'm going to leave the link below. If you're constantly refreshing your bank account out of fear and anxiety because you don't have a good financial plan in place, I highly encourage you to take that time that you're living in fear and anxiety and come up with a system that works best for you. Again, there's a free downloadable digital planner, budget planner, in the link below to help you do just that. Focusing on planning a vacation that you can't afford. You may be obsessing over that incredible beach vacation that you wish you could afford instead of making a plan to save up for that vacation for the following year. This is a waste of time and honestly a waste of good resources. If you can come up with a way to save $200 or $300 a month instead of obsessing over vacations that you can't afford, put that toward a vacation fund for next year. You'll be ready to sit on that beach sipping Mai Tais by this time next year. Always upgrading your phone for the latest and greatest technological resources. This is just a waste. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money because I can probably guarantee you that your phone still works just fine. And it's a waste for the environment. There's no reason to upgrade your phone every single year when the one that you have and maybe even paid for works just great. Getting lost in comparison traps on social media. This is a very easy trap to fall into. Mindless doom scrolling, as they call it, actually will take away your self-worth. If you are browsing on social media and find yourself falling into the trap of comparing, stop wasting your time and find ways to spend your time that make you feel good about yourself. Arguing with your partner over small expenses. Having a plan of action with your partner from the get-go will help you avoid this consistent arguing and bickering over expenses. If you're arguing because your husband, for example, is spending too much time at the local convenience store on coffee and ice cream, maybe consider having an account specifically for him with a debit card with his spending money in there. Then when it's gone, it's gone. That way it will decrease the time and the emotional energy that you're putting into arguing over these silly expenses. Spending too much time on frugal hacks. I know this sounds counterintuitive because I really am a frugal living, money saving channel. But pick 3 or 4 of those frugal hacks that you like the best and just concentrate on mastering those. There's no need to find 25 of them to try to incorporate into your life all at once. Once you master 3 or 4 of them, move on to 3 or 4 more. And if you'd like to learn more about the frugal living hacks that I love, check out this video next.